whilst this section of road that's just a little north of Elunda town, you'll see this small, well, biggish pier, and you might recognise it as, especially with there's been a taverna in the background with this big stone wall next to it. You'll recognise it as where the two separate piers go into the water here, and this is where Haldane builds his boat and reconstructs it, and he's challenged to a race by Xenophon Hasabis, where the christening occurs of the knot, and all this kind of stuff. So as you can see, it's all been built up. You see the diagonal striations in the rock are still there, but a lot of it has been lost. A lot of the trees and what have you that Matthias hides behind before he thinks about sabotaging the boat, that's lost up there. And as you can see, this wall has been built in front of these properties, and a wall has been built back there as well. Where the little moped is up there, there's a junction just where the yellow car's passing now that goes up to Mavridiano. But obviously there's been a taverna still there. And also if you look further down the road, you'll see one of the other hotels. Well, there's been so much development now that you can't really see that much, but that rounded arch, no, it's not visible anymore. But there's basically in the background of one of the episodes where Hasabis is talking, and you can see one of the hotels. That's just down the road there. As you can see, the whole road and the pavement has been built up, and that's basically pretty much the whole of Ulunda all the way up to Blaga. But if we go down here, you can see some of the original coastal features, like some of these trees that still exist, and here where this would have continued under where the piers came out and then continued on, that might even be part of the old stone pier, I'm not too sure. But here's where the boats would have been laid out, and Haldane would have been working on them. None of this wall existed back then. None of any of this existed really. It was just a road, and then it just crumbled into rock. So yeah, this is where Haldane restored the knot. The piers where he would moor the boat, and also in the christening sequence and other sequences, I've also noted on the website that you can see the villas in the background, and there they are. They're the island villas, I think now, and they're in the background of some of the shots. So this is where the shots of the knot sailing were taken from as well. Well, the majority of them anyway. The sailing sequences were taken from the two piers that existed in place of this before this was constructed. And you can see it's the location. This is the location because you've got Caledon in the background with the island villas at the back. And you can see all the way up to, well, Spinalong will be back there somewhere, but there you go. Oh look, and if you have a look on some Google Street Views, that truck is parked there. That same truck is parked there. Amazing. Fantastic. But all of this stuff here, all of these properties have been built, and the properties at the top there as well. This has all been built. It's all, these squarish ones are very, very recent developments. If you take a look at Google Street View, and in some of the background shots, you can also see can also see this little thing here as well. In some other background shots you'll be able to see some, I don't know whether they still exist, I'll go and check them in a minute, but just past there's been a taverna. There are two old ramshackle old things in the side of the road. Let's see if they still exist.